the wolf will never be gone, okay? I'm staying behind my investments. I'm averaging down, and I'm now on an average price of about $8. We can be much cheaper than that. Obviously, we can still go down to 2. Then I would need to sell everything that I have, I think, and put it into this company. What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back! Yeah, Virgin Galactic Fridays. I have not my spacesuit on, but a kind of a summer version of that. I know you have been waiting very long, and now I'm back, guys. So we will talk about everything today, okay? We will talk about why I was away for so long. I took a summer break. I am talking about the Virgin Galactic stock, and then we will talk about the upcoming earnings on the 3rd of November. So less than a week from now, we will know what's update on everything. So stay tuned. First of all, before we diving into anything, guys, one of the big reasons you might not have seen me here on YouTube, I'm basically daily active on Instagram, okay? So follow me on Instagram, Wolf of Dubai Danny, and just to give you a glimpse how my summer was, here we go. So as you can see, summer was great, and you know, I have a X10 day trading group. As you know, link is into the description, or DM me start on Instagram and I will get you all the information. So we did 2000% in profit so far, and we are just getting better. We have several traders. You just copy and paste, and this could be your exit from your 9 to 5 if you want to have some extra income, if you want to have some freedom by trading from the beach. Well, this is the way to go, the fastest way to financial freedom. We are raising the price every single month, so now it's the best time to join. We have also installment plans if you don't want to pay a big chunk of money in the beginning, and you just pay the first installments, get full access, and you pay the rest of the installments already with profit. So check it out and let's dive in. First point, why I was so long away. Was it I didn't believe in Virgin Galactic anymore? Was it I don't have time anymore? Is it that, you know, I had a summer break? Well, it's definitely not the first point. I still believe in Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic is a risk stock, okay? Risk asset. And risk assets in this environment where we don't know what will happen to the rates, and the rates are, you know, getting higher. The Fed is not pumping so much money anymore into the market, so it cannot be anymore free for all and everything goes up. So risk assets like Virgin Galactic with basically no operational product is one of the first stock that get absolutely bashed, obviously. The third thing is that we don't know even how the near future will look like, okay? Usually it's like, okay, we raise rates, you know, everything goes down, and a new bull market starts sometime. But this time we see, you know, a war in Europe or next to Europe with Ukraine and Russia. This means that energy prices and food prices still can stay up, okay? This means that over the next years we can still have, you know, 4 to 5% inflation, which is a, you know, not that small problem. So, you know, I believe we haven't seen yet the big lows. Maybe, you know, we go a little bit lower. Let's see. Now, currently we have a bear market rally, but all of this information, you know, I'm sharing in detail in my trading group because now is the best time to trade. However, why I was so much away? First of all, you know, my main focus is on this trading group that I mentioned. Second, Virgin Galactic is a long-term investment for me, so I'm just averaging down every month. So I don't care about the day to day or even quarter or quarter. You know, I was enjoying life. I I enjoyed with family and friends in Europe. I had the great, meetings with great people, networking. I enjoyed just the off time of Dubai, which is very hot in the summer, right? I enjoyed a little bit making less content, focusing on other stuff. I really see that, I love, by the way, that I got so many messages about Virgin Galactic. This seems that, you people are really care about my opinion. I know there's much out there from Reddit that, the wolf is gone, whatever. The wolf will never be gone, okay? Just, this is one sure thing. I'm staying behind my investments and, I'm averaging down. This is was always my long-term plan as soon as Virgin Galactic tanked, and I'm now on an average price of about $8, which means that soon I go lower, and at some point it will be just ridiculously cheap, which I think it is now with Virgin Galactic. People say like, when is the best time to get back in if you sold earlier? I think like, if you have the long-term horizon that now it's the best time, and if it's go lower, just average down, okay? Like Warren Buffett does, and he's one of the richest person on earth, right? If he invests in good companies. Now, we obviously have, delays and so on, but this is something we will talk about a little bit later in this video. So don't forget, guys, follow me on Instagram so you don't miss any action out there. And let's jump to the stock. Yeah, what a fun ride, right? I mean, with Virgin Galactic, we started as a spec with $10. We gained to $33 in Feb 2020, right? And we reached those highs at 54 and like 60. I think intraday was 60 and so on. So, but since the highs, we lost about 92%. And if you compare that to other risk assets, like for example, Bitcoin, you see that Bitcoin, for example, lost 67%. Okay, let's have a look into a company like Rivian. Rivian lost like 73, right? So you see like in terms of risk assets, yes, obviously, Virgin Galactic got a very big hit, right? Especially from those highs. But those highs were created in a bubble, in a zero interest rate environment, with a lot of hype around this event in the summer with Richard Branson going to space, which they did, right? But then basically we went into the worst environment ever. Now we are having a market cap of $1.18 billion. First of all, this is classified as a penny stock right now, right? Officially, penny stocks are below $5. And I believe that, if you compare the usual penny stock, obviously Virgin Galactic is a totally different league. But I believe that at somewhere in this area, if you don't invest in Virgin Galactic yet and you believe in the space and you have a long-term investment horizon, I mean, I cannot imagine where we can be much cheaper than that. Okay, like obviously we can still go down to 2 or whatsoever, but then I would need to sell everything that I have, I think, and put it into this company. But I think that at this kind of moments, we will look back and think like, okay, like this is like crazy cheap. Okay, I remember that moment. This was like, I think 2019 summer. I was in France and I was seeing Tesla stock at like $10. Now it's $200. And I was like, this is so cheap. I just wish I have more money. And what happened? It just bloomed over because they figured out all the things. Like there was also a lot of question marks. Can I really handle the big challenges coming up with, 2 factories, one is not really working, Model 3 ramp up and so on, but they figured it out and they just kept on going. So I think like a similar scenario could happen here. And then, what is the 20x of space, right? It would be $20 billion, which is not that big for a leading space company, and, stock price of 80. So just keep that in mind. On the 3rd November is quite important, and there's just one thing I'm looking for. What is the current status of the spaceships, the maintenance program? We had another delay, right? But without a doubt, I strongly believe that sometime in 2023, hopefully in the first half of the year, we will see Virgin Galactic operational. Okay, this will be a big part, not only because, you know, finally there's something happen, but the people lose faith in the company if they don't see anything. Okay, and I believe if you compare it to other risk stocks that's still developing their product, like for example Rivian or Lucid, right? Lucid and Rivian have a bigger problem of manufacturing to solve than Virgin Galactic, starting with, you know, flying the spaceships that they have already. Okay, so it's just an update and then they fly again. They showed us multiple times that they can fly, and that's why it's super important to see, okay, this could be a huge event for the stock where it can double or triple, and then, you know, we will be already in profit if you averaging down. Okay, so this is the main point in risk assets, guys. In an environment like this, environments change, so your strategy need to change. Okay, but I said it from the beginning, as soon as this stock goes down, you know, obviously I wish I would have sold at 55 and so on and so forth, but you know, those times are gone, you know, so you can just go with the flow or cut here and you say goodbye, and then it was nice to meet you, obviously. But I strongly believe that you know, in the next year we will see a lot of big news with Virgin Galactic, and as faster as you can say Virgin Galactic to the moon, the stock can be back at 12, you know, at 15, with the next bull market even back at 55. And at some point, right, if there's an operation in a couple of years, there's definitely the push to $100 stock. I'm pretty sure of that. And you have seen this in the investment space over and over again, so I'm not too much worried about that.